I'm telling Mother, you can't.
I asked a machine to fix one of the biggest storytelling mistakes of the last decade, and it left me speechless.
Let's be honest, the final season of Game of Thrones felt rushed. Characters made choices that betrayed their years of development for the sake of a quick ending. The plot relied on convenience, and for many of us, it left a hollow feeling. We didn't just want an ending. We needed one that felt earned.
So I went to a powerful AI trained on storytelling, plot structure, and character arcs, and gave it a single mission: ignore Season 8. Write a new ending based on the first 7 seasons. Make it tragic, make it logical, and make it unforgettable. What it came back with? Well, let's just say it understood the assignment better than D&D.
The AI's first note was about stakes. The long night couldn't be over in a single battle. It had to be a war of attrition that crippled the living. So in this version, the Battle of Winterfell is just the beginning. The army of the dead is pushed back, but not defeated. They retreat, drawing our heroes north into a trap.
And this is where the AI demanded a real cost. In a brutal skirmish beyond the wall, Jorah Mormont doesn't just die protecting Dany, he dies buying time for a retreat, slain by the Night King himself. But the biggest blow? The Night King doesn't just want Bran, he wants to break the world's memory. He turns his sights on Samwell Tarly, killing the chronicler of this age and destroying the Library of Winterfell. The cost of knowledge is paid in blood.
The final showdown isn't in a courtyard, it's at the frozen shores of a lake. The Night King raises every fallen hero, including a white Jorah, to fight their former brothers. And Arya? She doesn't leap from the shadows. She uses the chaos Melisandre creates with a fire spell as a diversion. The AI's take? Arya's strength is stealth, not super speed. Her kill should be silent, invisible, and a moment of pure shock, not a yell. The long night ends, but the darkness it leaves behind is just beginning.
With the Great War over, the human war begins, but the AI was brilliant here. Cersei isn't just a target, she's a mirror. She uses the news of the North's devastation to her advantage, spreading propaganda that Daenerys brought the demons south with her.
Dany's descent isn't sudden. It's a slow, painful unraveling. Missandei is still executed, but here, her last word isn't Dracarys. It's remember. Remember who you were, a word of mercy, not fire. And it breaks Dany completely because she can't remember. She only sees the Iron Throne, now blurred by tears and rage.
When she attacks King's Landing, it's not about strategy, it's about erasure. She doesn't just burn the Golden Company, she deliberately targets the Red Keep, aiming to literally bury her enemies in their history. But when the bells ring, she doesn't stop. The AI's reasoning was chilling. The bells aren't a signal of surrender to her. They're the sound of the house that betrayed and murdered her family. They are a trigger. And in this version, Jon Snow witnesses her intentionally burn a street full of women and children who are trying to surrender to him, not her. Her target isn't just the city, it's his love for her.
So what happens after the murder of a queen? The AI didn't just put Bran on the throne, it earned it. A great council is called, not as a joke, but in genuine desperation. Tyrion doesn't make a speech about stories. He makes a speech about memory. He argues that the world doesn't need another conqueror, it needs a living record. A guide. Who better to lead us into the future, he says, than the one who remembers every mistake of the past. Bran is chosen not because he has a good story, but because he is all of them. Sansa's independence is demanded not as a threat, but as a logical necessity. The North, which bled the most, will never kneel again. And Jon, his punishment isn't exile, it's release. He is given a choice, the Night's Watch or true freedom. He walks beyond the wall, not as a prisoner, but as a liberator, leading the free folk home to lands now safe from dead men. His final shot isn't of a sad man in black, it's of Jon Snow finally smiling, unchained, under the true North Star. This ending works because the AI prioritized logic and character over shock and subversion. It gave us a tragic, bittersweet ending that felt inevitable, not just written.
But what do you think? Does this fix the ending for you? Which character's fate in this new version is your favorite? Let's have a huge debate down in the comments. I'll be reading every single one.